As the end of 2021 approached, I wondered how I wanted to spend the last few days of this year. A year that had been so transformational in so many different ways. It felt like it needed its proper send-off, its own moment of grieving, its own moment of joy and celebration. In the past, my New Year's celebrations have looked very similar to, I guess, your typical standard New Year celebrations. Partaking in the consumption of too much alcohol and some other mind-altering substances and kind of melting the night into a unconscious bliss. But this year was different. This year I didn't want to be unconscious anymore. This year I wanted to stay in this beautiful presence that I had awoken in throughout the course of this year and take that with me into 2022. When my beautiful friend Phoebe invited me to go down to Raglan with her, it just felt like the exact place that I was meant to be. To spend the entire week simply being and practicing and holding space for one another. And through the entire week, we kept on running into so many beautiful synchronistic moments that was just a beautiful reminder from the universe that this was exactly where we were meant to be. Finding people and places where you can feel absolutely seen and held is so important to your healing and to your growth. Having others alongside you who will nurture you and love you through it all.
I wanna be like you, ooh, ooh. I wanna walk like you, talk like you, ooh, ooh.
I mean, I can give you a boost.
How hopeful she was. You just fall off the stream.
Shall I read you some things about the chakras, Kat? Like you already have all the knowledge.
When you go away with a surf instructor for a week, you better believe that you are going to be surfing lots and lots and lots. This trip really pushed my boundaries with surfing. I was forced to take my shortboard out, which is not something that I do a lot of, but it was really good because I managed to catch a couple of little crumbly waves, which just gave me a bit of boost of confidence, and now I take this board out all the time.
Somewhere in the great unknown, when I return from the after.
Every day we practiced, sometimes together, sometimes not. But no matter how we showed up, we showed up.
Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all.
And I was really grateful that I was able to do all the things that I usually do on my own, just with someone by my side.
Together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
This was a really beautiful ceremony that me and Phoebe did on New Year's Eve day. We did a card pull for the year ahead. So we drew one card for every month of the year and took notes down so that throughout the year we can reflect back and kind of have a look to see what's in store for the month ahead. Later that day, we set up a little picnic next to the beach, overlooking a surf break called Indicators. We journaled, wrote out little love notes of gratitude to those in our lives this year that have touched our souls. I spent a lot of time simply listening to the crashing waves and the ocean. A sound that is so familiar to me, a sound that draws me home. A sound that seems to be the soundtrack of my life these last couple of years.
Hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
And as the sun finally set on that last day of 2021, all we could do was dance and scream in pure ecstatic joy. Grieving the year that was, celebrating the year that was, and finally clearing up room for what is to come, for all of the adventures and magic that await. All of the moments of joy and heartache and sorrow. And trusting that all is part of this beautiful divine world that we get to exist in. just wanted to ring in 2022 in the most authentic and connected way that we possibly could. And also to grieve and just let go of what we no longer need to carry with us from 2021. And it was just so powerful to be able to really say yes to the kind of New Year's that we wanted for ourselves, and to say no to anything that didn't honor that. We went down to Raglan and we just spent the entire time just really tuning in, doing the things that bring us joy and peace and contentment, and also just taking a moment to really let go and grieve and heal that which needs grieving and letting go and healing. And it was just the most beautiful time. And as you will see, I got myself some sound bowls. So that's a beautiful new journey that we're going to be entering into, and I'm just really excited to see where it takes me. I just hope you have the most amazing start to this year. That you had the most amazing end to 2021. I feel like 2021 was a real time of transformation. And there's just so much good and beauty to come. You just need to make space for it and allow it in. And with that beauty, there's also grief, there's also moments of sadness and hardship. But as long as we are just like connecting into our own being, into our source, into divinity, the universe, all that jazz, consciousness, allowing nature to lead us down our beautiful path that we have to explore. I am just sending you so much love. Thank you for this last year. It's been just like, it's been such a journey, and I just really value each and every one of you that is here with me on this. I just value everything and everyone. I think we all just make up this bigger picture of life, you know? Everything is just beautifully intertwined and connected and part of the greater whole, part of totality, and I just really thank you for being part of that totality, for choosing each morning to wake up with consciousness, to choose to, you know, tune into yourself, give yourself what you need, and to follow that truth, because it's by following that truth that we all can just make this world a so much more beautiful, connected place. So yeah, that's all I have to say. The sun has now set. I'm going to go give my man and my dog lots of snuggles. But yeah, thank you for an amazing 2021. I bow to you in all your beauty and divinity. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you.